Hello. Um, at the time of recording this, it is currently 4:50 a.m. And if you paid any attention to the last couple of videos, you'd know that I have not slept. See, this is how tired I am. Yeah. So I need to fix that. But you know, I was just laying in bed, right? And I got another subscriber today. So that is huge, right? Huge achievement. And that's besides the point, right? The point of today's video is missing your chance, right? And what do I mean by this, right? Like what does it mean when you miss your chance? And I think the best way to explain this is by telling you guys a little short story about my life, which I guess could, show me opening up. Hopefully, you guys don't clown me, but a little while back, right? There was this one girl that I liked. Okay, I really liked her. Okay, and one day, apparently, someone told her that I liked her, right? And so I guess you guys know how that went, right? Like any other normal interaction that goes on with me, it didn't really end well. And so to this day I'm still scarred about that experience. But I think I'll use it as a learning experience for the future. Where do I go? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Oh, never mind. Okay. Anyways. So basically, right, I got rejected. Okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's a good experience, right? I would say it's a decent experience. It's a decent learning experience, right? And so from that, I've learned that if I need to get better, I need to work harder, right? And you might be wondering, what does this have to do with anything about missing your chance? And here's where I get into the story, right? So basically, the next year, right, I really had a glow up, in my opinion, right? Like, I looked completely different from who I once was, like completely different. And so I think you guys know where I'm getting at. That year that I had the glow up, she actually liked me. But I did not know that. Well, allegedly she liked me. There's a lot of things that would tell me that. But at the time, I didn't believe it, right? Because why should I, right? And so only later on, after the fact that she doesn't like me anymore, did I realize that I missed my chance, right? And I think that when you actually sit down and think about that, I mean, it sucks, right? It really does. Like, I like, there's so many what ifs that could have happened, right? Like, what if she told me? What if I realized? What if, like, it could have been different, right? But it wasn't, right? It wasn't different. And I think that I need to move on with my life, right? Even though a part of me will never move on, I think that things will eventually get better for me. At least I like to think they will be. And maybe one day I'll find someone else. But I mean, we're still friends to this day. Like, don't get me wrong. She's still really nice, right? Like, we're past that fact. I don't think we've brought it up in about like a couple years. Actually not a couple years. It was like a year. It was like 2 years ago. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But the moral of the story, right, is that in life, right, you're gonna get a lot of chances to do something, right? Like, for example, if you ever go to an amusement park, right, and your friends ask you to go ride the roller coaster, and you're afraid of roller coasters. If, like, to an extent, yeah, I get being afraid of roller coasters, because I low-key am too, but just ride them, right? I know it might not be your favorite thing, but when are you ever going to be able to do this again, right? Like, there are so many times in life where I felt like, I didn't want to do something because I didn't feel like it, but then later on, I regretted not doing it, and I would do anything to go back to those moments, because you can't, right? And that's the thing. You can't go back to those moments. You can't relive what happened. And I feel like that's what makes it just a little more special, right? And there are some things where you can't learn from your experience because it's like, just, I don't know. I can't think of an example because I didn't sleep and I really want to go to bed, but I kind of am like addicted to this video creation, which I guess is not a bad thing until burnout comes out, which I can make a video about that, but I should probably write it down so then I don't forget it, because I know I will, right? And I know I'll miss that chance to make that video. And I'm just saying, whenever you're presented with an opportunity, I think that it is of your utmost interests to pursue that opportunity, unless it's like bad, right? Like, if you have the chance to like start puffing, don't, right? Like, don't take this in the wrong context. I'm not telling you that you should take every opportunity. Oh my, I'm so bad. This is what no sleep does. But I'm not saying that taking no opportunities, or taking all the opportunities, or taking certain opportunities is, I'm not saying what to do, right? I'm sure when the chance comes for you to do something, I'm sure you'll know if it's good for you, if it's not. But I just wanted to say that I just wanted to kind of hold on, I'm sorry. I just kind of wanted to share my story about that experience, because I think that the more you open up, the more you learn about vulnerability. And then I feel like that's a very important part about life, right? Being vulnerable at times, showing that other side of you, because life's not perfect, right? And neither are you. And I'm sure there's times where you've made mistakes, or where you've done things that you've regret. And that is one of my biggest regrets, actually, because, it's this big what if that actually went through, what if I just asked, right? And so it kind of just makes me think, like, wow, I took that for granted, right? Because someone who I did trust actually told me that she liked me, but I just said no, right? Because of course your brain's gonna shelter you from the painful truth of reality, right? But sometimes, if people tell you stuff, I think that you should really believe them, because not all people lie, right? And that's something that I would really like to get into, lying, because I think that's a very important topic in life. But the truth is, not all people lie, right? And so when you're presented with a chance, I think that you have to take it, I think that's the main takeaway from this video, right? Like, even if the chance doesn't look like it's there, I assure you it's there. Like, I assure you right now that you have an opportunity, and if you just take a second and look at it and then pursue it, I think that things would go a lot differently for you. I'm sorry if this is like kind of weird, right? Because this is not like, I mean, this is kind of what I normally talk about, but like not necessarily. But I think that after thinking, yeah, way to go. No, but seriously, I think that after like thinking about it for a while, I've kind of came to the conclusion that I want to share more of my personal life on here, because I think it's a good way to show my growth as a person, which kind of cuts back to my video about journaling, right? Like, I want to prove to myself that I'm growing, right, as a human being, as an individual. And so I think this is like one of the best times to show that. And with that being said, I actually need to go to sleep for this time because it's 5 a.m. in the morning. And so I hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.